Welcome to Speaking Of. I'm Jared.
I'm Kate.
Happy Halloween!
Happy Halloween!
Yay!
This is Halloween. This is Halloween.
La 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 la!
If you
That
haven't,
isn't festive. I don't know
if
what
you
it
haven't
is.
watched Nightmare Before Christmas yet, get on it.
Oh, I'll say.
You have between now and Christmas.
Oh, that's right. It's an all 3-month season kind of movie.
See? You see how that works?
Because we skip over Thanksgiving anyway, so...
Who cares about Thanksgiving?
I tell you what. So speaking of Halloween, I was in the bookstore the other day.
What were you doing with
And
books? Just kidding.
I know. Well,
Without me, is what I mean.
so I see a Halloween Charlie Brown book, and of course it's Charlie Brown, and I'm all about it. So I'm walking up to it. I'm like, oh, this will be great. The title of this book is "You Gotta Rock."
That's the title of the book? You can't lead with that. That's not how that works. Who's in charge of these things? That's ridiculous. You gotta rock.
And of course, it's a picture of Lucy and Charlie Brown in their Halloween costumes on the front, but I've laughed probably about as hard as I just did now.
That is not.
Because it just cracked me up.
That is not how you. Why not the Great Pumpkin? Like, really?
Well, that's what I thought it would
Did
be.
you flip through the book with the Great Pumpkin in it?
It's totally the story of the Great
And
Pumpkin.
they call it "You Gotta Rock." Someone needs to be fired. This
Sorry.
is not okay.
Oh,
You gotta rock.
You gotta rock.
Give you a rock.
I think it was, we've put out so many books about the Great Pumpkin at this point, we've got to
Well,
retitle it.
Yeah, that's not the title you pick. You don't title your. You don't start with the punchline, do you? No, you don't. Not unless you suck at joke telling. So if you suck at storytelling, title your book by "You Gotta Rock." I just can't.
Wow. All right.
I just can't.
Hair's kind of flying away. There we go. Much better. We can't pay for a hairdresser yet, so.
No, we cannot.
And really, we should be able to afford one, because
You
it's like
should.
one. Yeah. You know what? I bet Scooter would love to shave my head for me.
Oh my gosh.
You should see his face.
Speaking of Halloween, blood everywhere.
Carnage.
Speaking of Halloween and the drink that you're not drinking.
Oh, yeah.
So, speaking of Halloween, I learned something about the monsters.
Oh, no. Oh, wait. Is this the... Okay, I might know something about this, but go ahead.
Maybe I sent this to you. Anyway.
No.
I was watching this video clip of this nice, wholesome woman at some sort of convention or other.
Right.
And she's talking to people about Monster. And how...
It's the devil's drink.
It is the devil's drink. And let me tell you why. Apparently...
Because I drink it?
No. Well,
kidding.
that doesn't help. Well, that makes sense. This little symbol
Did you see the camera just move? Did you kick it?
Speaking of devils...
Did you kick it, producer?
No, it did not just move.
You watch, it shakes. Anyway, go ahead.
If that's true, I know who's responsible. And could you get on that? Anyway, so each of these little symbols that make the M...
4 minutes, just to clock. Go ahead. The symbols that make the M.
This little number. It's this symbol right here is like Roman... I don't know. It's something... I can't remember where it comes from, but it's
Some
a
numerals.
6. But it represents the number 6. So, of course, that's 666.
Of course.
Right? And then she's explaining that this O, that's a cross in there. And that somehow the fact that it's not a full, like, that they have
Okay,
this
yeah. Like, I can see the cross. I can,
right? But
right.
but it's an O, and so I'm not sure how that makes it satanic, but anyway. So, yes, this is the devil's drink. And, it seemed like there was something
There's got to be
else
something
about
more
it.
to it.
There was something else about it. Now I can't remember. It's been too long. This is what happens when it takes me 2 months to tell you a story that I heard, because then I don't remember
Well,
it.
no, I'm glad, because I'd heard a little bit about that story,
Yeah.
because someone at work was telling me about it, but...
Yeah, it's the devil's drink.
The person that told me about it at work made it sound like it was this,
Like a cult.
like, not like a cult, but it was supposed to be funny. I wasn't aware this woman was being serious.
Well, she was, serious.
One of those people. Oh, I think I spit. I'm sorry. Sorry.
Scooter, give me a chamois! Ugh! He doesn't know what a chamois is. Great. Producer, what kind of education are you giving him?
More importantly, what kind of education is the public education system giving him?
If a 12-year-old doesn't know what a chamois is.
Right? That should
and
be a
also,
vocabulary word.
If my adult Hubs doesn't know who Agatha Christie is, I'm telling
Let's
you.
be fair, you married a baby.
Now.
You robbed that cradle and robbed it good.
I tried the antique shop before and I didn't like it. Oh, that was mean. Anyway, let's move on.
Antique's not watching anyway, so...
Yeah, you know what? Let's not go there because
Yes, okay.
I could go on a tirade for days. Anyway.
Oh, wait, I'm supposed to be drinking the other drink. Because apparently I'm double fisting today.
When doesn't he? Let's be honest. What was I saying? Oh yeah, Agatha Christie. So I'm telling the Hubs about this book that I said, I'm reading this Agatha Christie book, and he said, and she is, and I said, she's a mystery writer. And then I paused and said, and a pretty famous one, by the way. Sorry.
Is she still alive?
I don't know.
Oh. I don't know why I wondered that all of a sudden.
No, I wondered that as well when
yeah.
Anyway, at any rate.
Because authors just live forever, apparently. It's Halloween. Why not?
Right? Speaking of women,
Okay.
it's the best I could do.
This is the best segue you got.
She died at 76.
In case you didn't hear that, the producer just let us know Agatha Christie died in 76, which would be... Well, I'm not going to say how old we would be then, but...
It was a long time ago.
It was a while ago.
But,
Speaking of the undead...
It's weird. It feels like we had lunch with her just last week.
It reminds me of that episode, of 30 Rock. Or Tracy's shouting into the phone to Siri to resurrect some dead actress.
Oh, great. She would do that, too. Yeah.
Oh, Siri can do anything. I made mine male and British. That's how much she can do anything.
He calls it Mr. Belvedere.
I do call it Mr. Belvedere. It sounds just like him.
But not so old.
Anyway, speaking of women
and Halloween, apparently...
Poor producer is scared to death.
We've told you before, the E.T. Elliott thing, you don't want to get in here. You just don't.
Because...
Remember I saw the
Seeing
Psycho
the Psycho
House, which reminded me of the Addams Family House, which reminded me
of the Ghost Show.
Sometimes the train, you just wish it would
Speaking
derail.
of the Ghost Show, Publicist, it's the one we watch. So we should tag this video. Not this video, because we don't want the ghost people watching this video, but...
Why not? What's wrong with this video?
We're all on
I've
the
been
map.
doing fine. Oh, because that's not normal. I'm sorry. Heaven
This is
forbid
not the one we're gonna have our
we
first
go off
impression with.
track and get off the map.
Speaking of women.
Oh, yes. And Halloween. This is actually an odd story. So you know how around Halloween time, people have their decorations out, and inevitably somebody calls the police because they think they see a gangly person.
This? Oh.
Yeah, and so recently it was the other way around
I
where
hate this story.
yeah, the woman was killed and like hanging off a fence, and people just thought she was a decoration. Awkward. Yeah. Apparently he doesn't like that story. So let me tell you this
don't.
one instead.
Okay.
Speaking of things that should be sad but are funny. Recently at work, my coworker has a selfie stick that he likes. Well, okay.
Okay, go
it was
for
a,
it.
It was a joke gift.
All right.
So he just plays with it at the desk.
Right.
And like he'll flick it out like it's a Billy stick or whatever those
Well, I
things
was
are
going to
called.
say, honestly, it's good that I don't have one because I would sit at work and like scare my students to death.
And that's basically what he does. He fiddles with it, and so it broke.
Well, I can't
I know.
imagine why.
It came directly from Taiwan, FYI. Like
It was a good selfie stick.
yeah. So he's it's all broken apart, and he's trying to put it together, and then he's like, oh, I got to put back together, and then as he pulls it apart, all these parts like spring out of it. And then he makes some comment about the 9-year-old that originally put it together, and I'm laughing.
9-year-old?
Yes, because of course it was made in Taiwan, and so I'm laughing, and then Beverly's like, yeah, except it, actually was a 9-year-old, and so then our coworker's like, yeah, so it's actually not funny, but it's sad, and she's pointing out to me, who I'm still laughing, and she's like, now you're making Kate feel guilty, right, for laughing at that, and I was like, oh no, I still think it's funny, because that's who I am.
That's who she is.
That's who I am. Now, let's get back to Halloween.
Oh, well, we're at time, so we could
No.
wrap it up.
No.
Okay. So speaking of the house.
Remember how a while ago, our friend Devin told us that we have been being too short?
Did we do a viewer of the week?
Speaking of Devin, let's do a viewer of the week.
Our viewer of the week is Publicist's husband, Chris.
Chris!
Yay! Chris puts up with so much by letting Publicist work for us.
Never
and
mind what he puts up with by letting her watch us.
on the big screen, no
On
less.
the big screen. Yes.
So speaking of Halloween, that reminded me of the Bates house. That reminded me of the Addams Family house. That reminded me of the Ghost Show.
Oh, yeah,
So the Ghost Show was investigating this Victorian mansion in Boston.
Was
And
it full of like dolls?
there were some like mannequins or something, if I recall correctly. I get
mannequins, dolls.
confessed. I get
You
confessed.
get confessed? We could be so lucky.
Are you sure we shouldn't end this now?
Shush.
So
Now it's
anyway,
getting good.
it's this Victorian house and it's haunted. And I was so
course.
sad that you and the Hubs weren't moving to Boston anymore. Because not only could you have this big Addams Family actually haunted house, but I could have a room and live with you.
Here's the nice thing about having a haunted house. We can have guests anytime we want.
Exactly. And not only that, but a captive audience. Can you imagine?
That's right. Oh, you don't like it? You can leave. Oh, you're stuck here? Sit down and get comfortable.
Welcome to purgatory.
And that's what it would be.
It's true. All right, we're going out with
No, I have
Are
to
you
tell you.
sure?
Yes, I have to tell you about this sign that I saw recently outside. Handwritten sign next to like a dead-end little strip mall that only has weird shops, one of which I think is like a Dungeons and Dragons something or other. I'm just saying.
better than the tarot store I thought it was going to be.
Well, maybe
Or-
not.
Is it like that store where you get Gizmo from Gremlins?
Maybe it is. Because they have this handwritten sign out front that says, for Halloween, spiritual readings. And I didn't know that was just a Halloween thing. I'm just saying. And then the same day that I saw that, we went to the movie theater, and while you were not in the movie theater, there was a commercial that said, I didn't catch the first part because I was caught talking or something, but then I look up for it to say, text Omen to blah, blah, blah number, and I'm like, whoa, that's how you get your spiritual reading. I dare you to do it. I double talk, dare you.
Oh, we don't know where to text it to.
I think it's-
We'll look into that.
Some sixes or something. Something about water, I don't know.
Something about water, fish. Who knows? We rarely do.
Hey, I'm just gonna throw this out there. If
Okay.
you would like to be a guest on Speaking Of, let us know.
Yep. We're
And we'll
getting bored
discuss
with
it.
each other. Just kidding. It's been plenty years.
Bored's not the word
If
I
we
would
weren't
use,
bored-
but I do have an adjective for it.
That's it. I'm leaving again. We are in a fight or
Idle
something.
threats. He's all talk, folks.
Pretty much.
Speaking of all talk, we're done.
Okay. I'm Jared.
I'm Kate.
Bye-bye.
Ooh.
Happy Halloween. Halloween.
No. The one day I don't have to dress up.